Today, I wanted to share with you one of the past embroidery projects that I made. But before we get started, hello, my name is Lynn Fairchild, and welcome to my channel. Some years ago, I made an embroidery sampler, and this sampler was based on a 16th century Italian sampler that is at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. For those who don't know, I do blackwork embroidery, and when I say blackwork, that is, think of an umbrella with more than one type of embroidery in it, and the specific type of embroidery I do is the earlier form, which is also known as double running stitch or Holbein Stitch, and that's named after Hans Holbein the Younger, who was a court painter in the court of King Henry VIII, the famous English king with the 6 wives. The divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. So this embroidery stitch, it's a double running stitch. It appears to have its roots in Mamluk embroidery, which is Egyptian embroidery, which predates the embroidery that I specifically focus on, which the embroidery I focus on is the earlier 16th century embroidery. The blackwork that you find in the later 16th century, especially the second half of the 16th century in England, is more of a swirly floral design. But the embroidery I do is a counted stitch. It is, like I said, it's a double running stitch. And so to do the embroidery, you start on one side. I like to start on my left side, and then you go in, out, and out, and out. Get to the other end, and then you fill in all the spaces, hence the double running. So 1 and then double is 2. And then when you are done, the project looks like a reversible stitch. It is the same on both the front and the back side. So with that in mind, this is the sampler that I made years ago, and I wanted to just share with you some of this to show you not only one of the projects that I worked on previously, but also to know where I started, where I went from there to here, and then if you follow my channel at all, you'll see some of my latest works, and so then that can help show you where I grew from the very beginning. In the very beginning, when I first learned how to do blackwork embroidery, I learned when I was 16 years old, and I used, just think, if you do cross stitch at all, I had the regular cross stitch cloth. I had embroidery floss, which is 6 strands all coiled together, and I would pull one strand out, which of course would curl itself back up. And then when I would do my embroidery, a lot of times the thread would knot up, and it just wasn't pretty because it would get knotted and then the knot wouldn't come out. And then someone told me about silk thread, and then did my research and found out not only was silk thread historically accurate, but also if you get a knot in it, just pull the thread the opposite way and the knot comes out. So super excited. If you would like to know more about these patterns as well as other patterns that were on the 16th century sampler, I made a previous video. I will have a link below in the description. Plus, I also have some of the patterns available either on my blog, which I will also have a link below for that, and also some are also up on my Pinterest page, which I'll also include the link below for that as well. So here is the front side of the sampler. When I originally made this, I did it with scrap fabric and did not really know exactly what to do with the edging, and so I just put fray check on the edging. But since then I have had a Laurel speak with me and suggest creating my own bias tape, so that is something I'm looking to possibly do in the future. So this being the front side, this is the back side, and as you can see, I like to weave the ends of my tails into the embroidery pattern, and I have found historic examples of where they actually did this, and I have links to those pictures on my embroidery blog. So as you can see, this is reversible, and this pattern right here looks the same as the front side. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video and would like to watch more of my videos, please follow the links on the side of the page. Please select thumbs up that you like the video. It helps with the algorithm. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below, and please click subscribe and ring that bell to be updated when new videos come out.